Hi, everybody, and welcome to Social Media in Cardiovascular Medicine. And I'm really glad that the room filled up more. I want you to know that this discussion is going to be very open, relaxed. Please ask any questions that you have about getting started on social media, about your concerns, and you're going to hear something different today. And we're going to take you through kind of, yes, why you should be on social media, but also some of the apparent precautions that you should be concerned about. I'm Sheila Sahni. I just completed my interventional cardiology fellowship at UCLA, and I'm joined with one of my social media colleagues here, Chadi Alraies, who will introduce himself when he gets started in the middle of the presentation. But we're joined by Yader Sandoval, who just also completed his interventional fellowship, and he's going to give a different perspective on the use of social media and some precautions that we should all take when getting active in the digital space. So we wouldn't be here today without the course directors of this inaugural conference, who are all on social media, and Dr. Banerjee is on his way. And so you can see that the course directors saw a lot of value in social media and being involved and actually bringing it to the forefront and having a session, even in their inaugural conference. And you can follow the conversation, right? So you've been seeing some of this around in some of the presentations, but you can follow the Twitter handle for the conference, as well as the live hashtag CVI 2017 can actually be trended. And we encourage you during this presentation to tweet live to us, and we will be following your questions. And you can also tag all three of us as your questions come up. So really join the conversation. That's what Twitter is about. You're actually tweeting. You're making conversation, and you're joining a dialogue. So I'm going to give one slide to really explain the power of social media and where everybody, at the fellow level can really get in, make a Twitter handle, and just start observing about social media. And you're going to hear Chadi explain how you can do that. Why should you do that? So let's just focus on the blue bubble called Twitter. We all know Facebook to the left. Twitter is going to allow you to start to see what's going on in the cardiovascular space and social media. But from that, let's just say you had an abstract at this meeting, at another meeting. You can put that on Twitter. You know what you're doing? Let's move over to where it says online presence. You are creating your own online presence. If you have a message, if you have something you really care about, so to some of the budding female interventionalists in the room, you know that I'm a huge advocate of women going into interventional cardiology. I'm also an advocate for women's heart disease. And I successfully have used Twitter to really get that out. And I'm passionate about it. When you're passionate about something that you tweet about, which a lot of the researchers in the room have a lot of passion, you can tweet about what you're passionate about. You can engage with other physicians that are doing that, create mentorships, network, and now you really are creating an online presence for yourself. And if you think about your company website, but if you think about your practice or your health system, you can feed all of this into those bios when you become an attending. And it's endless. So how are doctors using social media? I've alluded to a lot of this, but networking, advocacy, education, marketing, jobs, promoting their own practice, research, it's endless, the opportunities. And if you can actually use social media to ask questions through Twitter polls, this is one by Chadi just this week. He asked out to a bunch of doctors, how are you guys using social media? He tagged very prominent leaders in social media, and 35% said that they use it to share their own personal experience. Another 33% said that they follow topics of interest. So they're basically enhancing their online presence on that topic by tweeting about it. And 16% said stuff that we're probably all guilty of. See what others are doing, kill time in between patients. And now I'm going to hand it over to Chadi for some more details.
Thank you, Sheila. At any point, please, if you have any question, raise your hand or tweet about it with a CVI 2017. Thank you for having me again and the team here. Again, as you see here, all the major cardiovascular societies are on social media. I usually follow the societies, or most of us here, to follow the news, what's getting posted, grant opening, application for scholarship. So, I mean, you stay on up to date. If you are on their mailing list, probably you miss this opportunity. While you're on Twitter, it comes to your phone directly, so you can take this opportunity. I came to CVI because I saw the scholarship on the Twitter itself. So that's coming more and more, and it's going to be an opportunity probably for suggesting topic. I got another tweet from AHA saying, what do you want to hear in AHA 2017? And based on that, I suggested a few topics. I was invited to do one of them. So you never know how things happen down the line. Similarly, a lot of people, experts in the field, are on social media. And this list, we started, me and Sheila, a while back. There were 6 prominent people, and now it's growing more. Probably there's even more, and probably we're not listing all of them here, but I'm saying that there's a lot of experts coming to social media, and this is helpful for all of us here to educate what's coming on that platform, to make sure that the people on Twitter feel these posts are safe and really relevant to your practice. Similarly, the journal, I mean, this is the only way I follow journals, and most of you, it's the same thing. You follow journal through the Twitter. I mean, Circulation had made a new initiative by posting the hyperlink for these papers, and if you click on the link, it takes you directly to the full PDF, even if you are not an AHA member. This is just to promote readership, and with a hope, I mean, one of the prominent editorial in the journal, that they're hoping that's going to promote readership as well as citation down the line. Scientific meeting updates. We are in scientific meetings. Literally, I followed the EuroPCR from home in DC without being there. I know exactly what's happening. I know exactly what they're talking about, what science coming, and exactly who's like the featured study that's getting published. And a lot of kind of post material getting posted on social media and comes to you at home. So the power of social media is the poll. As Sheila showed you earlier, is the poll that can be used quickly. I saw this from Ajay Kirtani and other prominent people in the field. He posted in 2012, surveyed Sky members by sending them direct emails, by sending them through the mailing list, how to approach STEMI in radial versus femoral. 17% said RadialFirst. And we'll talk about RadialFirst in a minute. However, he put this later on Twitter, or this year, and he received almost 300 responses with 84% radial. So this is if you have a question in the field. If you are in a cath lab, you don't know which drug you're going to use, which equipment you're going to stock in the cath lab. This is a good environment to post stuff here, to see how to order stuff, what you need to have in your equipment, or if you need to hire somebody. This is a quick thing to post there. The power of hashtag, Sheila touched on this already. CVI 2017, the official hashtag. As soon as you click on that, it's going to show you all the posts that's coming throughout the conference. And this way, if you miss a session, you miss an image, you miss the bifurcation algorithm that Dr. Burlak has put it together on CTO, you can really see it there. And eventually, you can reach to that person who is posting and tell them, can you please send me a slide set that you presented? And a lot of people respond through direct messages on Twitter. So I look into Twitter becoming more kind of text message, your email, and it's going to be your life soon. This is the RadialFirst. I would say launched this in 2017. This was a huge success led by Dr. Sunil Rao. He called us one day, me and Sheila, and told us we need to come up with a social media initiative to launch radial access, or to make awareness for radial access. So we teamed with other prominent radialists in the field, their pictures there, and we came up with this radial and hashtag called RadialFirst, and launched in January 25th, 2017. So far, you see, we have 17 million impressions. The reach of this, anything posted about RadialFirst, it's reaching 17 million people. And nobody uses this because we tested multiple times except our physician. There is patient using it as well, but also on the left-hand side, you can see the people are mentioned in these tweets. And all of them are experts in the radial sphere. So therefore, if you have a question, or if you have a case, or if you have a dilemma in your cath lab, or how to start a radial access, or a question, or a poll, this is your chance to use it by creating a hashtag poll. This can be copied to any other project. If you have a project related to bifurcation, you can create a hashtag about bifurcation and invite the prominent in the field to jump on social media and promote this hashtag. So having social media session at cardiology meeting, like today, Do you think this has helped recruiting physician? Anybody agree with that or not? All right. How about help understand social media? Few hands there. It's not helpful at all. We should stop it and ask the director to shut it down. How about mandatory? All right, I have 3. Okay, thank you. I'll come to your meeting for sure. So I put this poll, the same poll, we'll put it there on social media. I got almost like probably 110 responses. 43 or almost half of them said it's help understand social media. We have to understand that there is a gap between physician and social media. There is fears and also there is concerns. So Yader will go through this in a minute here. So the physician role here is to strive for accuracy. That's the main advice. And also never identify a patient. Ask for permission when it is prompted, especially if you want to post things related to patient identity, and be respectful to colleagues when you reply or put a comment on their post. And assume beneficence. This is very important because we're here to learn. We're here to learn to teach others. And last but not least, expect every message read aloud in a court of law. So make sure this is kosher, this is clean, and this is friendly.